Good afternoon, my friends, my followers, fellow subscribers, my army of Trevorites and cultists. Thank you very much for continuing to support my channel. It means a lot. But I'm back on now because I'm receiving lots of messages. People are sending me things. Have you seen this? Show me links. Now, I always stated in the past that I will not open links because I do not want to get the virus on my devices. So I don't open up your links. But I have been keeping an eye on the news. At a time when civil unrest is everywhere, it's sweeping the United Kingdom. I never ever thought in my days that I would be able to look at loyalists and Republicans standing shoulder to shoulder with the tricolour and the Union flag, coming together because they are rejecting migration and Islam. That's why they're doing it. No other reason. They do not want Christianity to be phased out, which is happening. Now, I am seeing a lot of things coming in of hotels being wrecked. And you have to look at what's been happening over the last so many years. Many, and I'm going to go as far as to say hundreds, possibly thousands of hotels were taken over by the Home Office, the United Kingdom Home Office. The Home Office offered board of directors and people who owned the hotels massive lump sums to take in migrants and asylum seekers. They offered them that money. It was easy money. They took it. But what they did do by taking that money, thousands of events were cancelled. Weddings cancelled, anniversaries cancelled, functions, memorials, meetups. Imagine all those weddings planned and they go, sorry, we've been told to do it. Communities destroyed. People couldn't come in to the UK to visit your local towns and cities because there was no room in any of the hotels. There was nothing, all taken up. Thanks to our government. What did these hotels do? The hotels got rid of a lot of their staff. Yeah, don't need you anymore. Now what's happened is whenever the migrants and asylum seekers have moved out of the hotels, the communities will not go back and back to hotels now. Some hotels are being firebombed, destroyed. Our own government turned its back on the people. Turned the back, destroyed us. I went to leave the military and I'm going back, 5 or 6 years ago, left the military. Every single Wednesday, I used to go online to look at a property and I would bid for that property. I was a priority. I was priority one. But I never got any properties because they went to people that were coming into our towns and our villages who were given priority over service personnel. Priority over young pregnant girls. Priority over homelessness. Our government deploys vast amounts of money to look after people, but at the same time we've got thousands of homeless veterans. Shocking. Now, many times I wrote to well-distinguished individuals asking them, why don't we use the homeless veterans and mobilise them and help them protect our borders? There's empty barracks. Connacht Barracks in Dover's empty. We could put all the homeless veterans in there and they give them a job, purpose, they're patriots. No. Didn't want them. In fact, people kept arriving on our shores, didn't they? Kept arriving. Weren't even being checked. Didn't need a passport. Didn't need to be checked. Just bussed away to different areas all around the United Kingdom. We couldn't mobilise the army to protect their borders, could we? No. Things kept happening around the UK. Every atrocity in the last, 10, 15 years has been carried out by someone that was on the watch list, being watched by our secret intelligence service, but these people managed to slip the net. What? They slipped the net? Wow. Okay. Try and tell that to the families of all those that have been killed and murdered. Shocking, isn't it? Then we get a new government come in place. And what are we here? We're going to grant asylum to 70,000 people. At the same time, we're going to announce we're going to build 1.5 million homes. At the same time, the Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, just says we're going to invite all the Afghan families across to the UK for the ones that were here. Okay. So out of those 1.5 million homes now, how many of them are going to be for UK passport holders? You have to ask yourself these questions. And you wonder why there's civil unrest. So the Prime Minister and his inflammatory language, he's going to deploy a standing army. Is he considering deploying the British Army on the British people? Wow. I'm stunned. He won't deploy the British Army to stop people invading the country coming on the coastline, but he will deploy it for his UK citizens. I am stunned. Stop looking at the reaction and deal with the problem. You wouldn't get this reaction if you dealt with the problem, and he's not doing it. I mean, Nigel Farage has spoken out condemning it. Tommy Robinson's spoken out condemning it. Everyone with a brain has spoken out condemning this. But rather than deal with the source, he would rather deploy troops on the ground to deal with the people that have had enough. And you want to know what makes it worse? When you stand up for your family, when you stand up for something worthwhile, you're labelled by the media as far right. We're not far right. We're just right. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.